Hey, I'm Steve Uriah from Switch Playground. Today we're going to take you through a great ab workout, a little bit of that core strengthening. I've got my awesome team with me here today. We're going to use BOSU balls. You can do this on a flat surface, on a bench as well. So we're going to take you through a whole series of ab exercises and go all the way from the lower abs to the upper abs, journey through the abs. Here we go. We're going to begin with a squat, leg extension, shoot those legs forwards, then you're going to come up into that squat. We're going to go up onto a high intensity on this side, a more modified lower on this for all our exercises. So what Ethan's doing is he's coming all the way up onto his toes. You'll notice he's leaning back without using his arms to support him. Heather is putting her hands down, so she is getting a little bit more support as she goes down, but lifting those legs forward using that entire abdominal region. We've got about 5 seconds left, then we're going to go straight into what we call a jackknife crunch, which again you can do on a bench or a flat surface in 3, in 2, in 1. So we're going to hold it down. Heather again is going to do a more lower impact version or modified version, bringing the knees to the chest. Ethan is not using his hands for support, much more stress on the abs. Also, if you have a bad lower or weak lower back, you'll do the version Heather's doing. Exhale as you bring your legs in. Inhale as you go down. Make sure you contract the abdominals as you go. So you're exhaling as you come in, inhaling as you go back. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to roll onto one side. We're going to bring our knees to our chest, working the obliques a little bit more, intercostal muscles. Remember, there's no way to isolate any part of your abdominals. Your abs work as one unit. So when you say to me, I just want to do lower abs, there's no such thing. Abs work together as one unit, but you can focus on the lower or the sides working more than the top. And that's what we're doing here for the sides. 5 seconds. Pulling in, exhaling as you go. 2. Let's go to the other side, and then I'll come to another variation on that afterwards. So as you can see, throwing a lot more emphasis right through the oblique and intercostal area of the abs. You can shoot your feet straight out, or you can drop them down lower if you want to emphasize it a bit more as well. When you pull your knees up towards your chest, you're contracting as you come in and exhaling. We've got 5 seconds. Then I'm going to give them a break from the jackknives. We're going to a basic crunch exercise, which is right here. Okay, so when we do a crunch, on a BOSU ball or a Swiss ball, we're going to do it where you drop your shoulders all the way back, exhale, come up and crunch, just like Heather's doing here. Bringing it all the way back. So the beauty of having a Swiss ball or a BOSU ball, you can go past regular. You can go all the way down. If you're on a floor, you're restricted because you stop at parallel. Here you're going all the way down. Make sure you exhale. A lot of people do abs wrong. They end up using their neck. You cradle your head in your hands. You keep your elbows out. You always keep a gap between your chin and your chest. So you exhale and you're looking at a point behind you on the ceiling. We're going to do about 5 more seconds, all the way down, all the way up. That's your basic crunch right there. In 3, in 2, in 1. Now we're going to sit back on top of the ball. We're going to do a side movement again. This time it's a jackknife, but lifting. So instead of bringing your knees to your chest, you're actually just lifting your feet up and down. Totally different movement to what we did, bringing your knees in and out. Still same emphasis, obliques and intercostal muscles. We've got 15 seconds. You guys feeling that? All right, they're not communicating with me, so I know that's always a good sign. You guys at home, keep pushing through this. It's crucial to get that burn. You want to burn that intramuscular fat, and that is what that burn is that you're feeling, plus the lactic acid. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right, let's take it over to the other side. And again, I emphasize, we're just taking you through 30 seconds of each segment. Ideally, you want to repeat this whole series 2 and then build up to 3 times so you can get a full circuit for the lower body, for the abdominals here. You are going to be using hip flexors, of course. That is the muscle that pulls the legs up, always works in conjunction with any leg lift. So it's natural for you to feel a little bit of fatigue in the hip flexor area. In 3, in 2, in 1. Right, you guys are feeling that pretty good right now. Okay, let's go into a planking movement now. Again, flat, incline or decline. So you can have your hands up, elbows up. Depending on how strong you are, you're always going to build. So Ethan's going to do a bit more advanced. Heather's holding this position. You make a good wedge position with your body. Don't let your butt sag down. So you never want an arch in your back. This right here is actually firing up that core big time right now. Always make sure you pull that belly button right up to your spine so your core is engaged. Just holding that basic high plank or plank is working the abs. Some of the variations we're going to throw in. First one, we're going to bring our knee to our shoulder, alternating legs. So right here, you can see causing the core to stabilize, causing all those assister muscles to work at the same time. Totally different move to just holding that plank. So you'll see every time you bring up the leg, you have to hold yourself stable, especially on a Bosu ball, where it is an unstable surface, so your body is already naturally fighting to hold your posture. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Keep it tight. 3, 2, right. Let's go into a side plank. Side plank, elbow lines up with your shoulder. You can put one foot on top of the other, or for the beginner, you have one foot in front of the other. So it's either one on top for advanced, one in front, which gives you a little bit more of a foundation, which means your core doesn't have to fight so hard to hold you stable. Okay, from here you can bring your one arm up, and we're going to tuck slightly and then come back up. So this is a tuck rotation in a side plank. Now you're going to be feeling this a lot more on the part underneath. Your lower abs or your lower side is working way more than your upper right here. But don't worry, we're going to kill it when we turn you over. Okay, you've got 10 seconds. I know that these guys are hating me right now. You guys at home, don't stop because you're at home. I'm watching you. 3, 2, right. Let's do the other side. Again, this side is now tired from having held the load on the last one. So this is going to be pretty challenging. Right, let's go into those rotations right here. Again, Heather has the staggered feet, which gives you a little bit more of a foundation. Ethan's got the one foot on top of the other, which is more advanced. Okay, we're tucking and squeezing. You've got 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Nice big rotation. Exhale as you turn it in. Open up at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right, now we're going into a walking plank. We're going to do it without the Bosu ball, so you guys can just push that out of the way. This challenges the upper body a little bit more, but very much engages the core and the abs. So from here, you're going to go up and down, alternating sides from your elbow to your hand. We call this a walking plank. Again, another variation on a theme. Excellent way to build upper body strength. And also to work, again, when we talk about the core is everything that holds that posture upright. Obviously your abdominals, which we're primarily focusing on in this workout, but also your glutes and your erector spine muscles, which hold your spine straight up. Let's go for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it down in a plank. So come on your elbows. Now I want you to sway your pelvis side to side. This is a pelvic tilting motion. Again, another variation, but throwing the emphasis completely different area, firing up all those abs at the same time. Again, naturally holding that butt up in the air causes those lower abs to fire, causes that whole core to work together. We've got 15 seconds and we're going to do a bicycle crunch, so you guys are going to get a bit of a break there from this planking. 5, it's your last exercise, I promise. 3, 2, and 1. Right, lying on your back, so if you'll just put your heads behind you there. With your, again, hands, fingers locked, cradle your head in your hands, elbow to knee. Big rotations. You can do this slow, you can do this fast. If you have a bad back, you can put the one leg on the floor and then bring it up, and then the other one. Twisting the elbow to the knee. This is the one exercise that fires the entire abdominal region together. They say this is the most beneficial abdominal exercise, working the entire ab area together. So you're working obliques, intercostals, upper and lower abs all at the same time. minute your feet are off the ground, the lower abs have to work really hard to keep those feet up. Be careful if you have a bad back. If you do have a weak lower back, try and eliminate feet off the ground. You guys have got 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if you'll grab behind your knees, pull your knees to your chest. Let's just stretch it out. Try to tuck it underneath your legs rather than over your knees. You don't want to stress. Pulling it all the way and lift your head up. Exhale. Big stretch. Drop your feet to the ground with your legs bent. Knees one way, shoulders the other. This is a great way to loosen those abs off it, so drop your knees to one side. Take 3 deep breaths in here. Feel that stretching through that midsection. Let's roll it over to the other side. Again, nice deep breaths. 3, 2, come back to the middle. And that's Steve Uriah from Switch Playground. Enjoy that abolitious day. See you soon.